Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Raza bint Rahim, and today I'm going to talk about chemistry in tooth whitening. Before we start with this video, I'm going to explain to you what is tooth whitening. According to the Wikipedia, tooth whitening is an act of bleaching or to whiten the most outer layer of the teeth or the enamel using chemical products to make it more whiter. So you might ask why people would do such thing. It's because the discoloration that happened at the teeth. What is discoloration and how it happened? So basically, discoloration is your teeth will change color. It may change to yellowish or even brownish, and some people even turn to grayish. It's because of the lifestyle. It's the food that we consume. Some food will stain your teeth, such as coffee, tea, colors, wine. Smoking or chewing tobacco can also cause the discoloration. It can also cause by the poor dental hygiene, medication, and also aging, genetics, and environment that can cause to this discoloration. Next, I'm going to talk about different method of tooth whitening. First of all, we have in-office bleaching. It's when you do the bleach at hospital or clinic. Nowadays, there are also whitening agents in the toothpaste that you can use at home. We also have teeth whitening trays and gels, and also teeth whitening stripes. You can get basically in pharmacies or any hospitals. Next, I'm going to talk about the history behind tooth whitening. Believe it or not, teeth whitening has happened since the ancient time. At 753 BC to 476 AD, ancient Romans had been using urine and goat meal as bleach to bleach their teeth. In the late 17th century, many people reached out to barbers who used to file down their teeth before applying some kind of acid. In 1877, people had been using oxalic acid and followed by calcium hypochlorite. In the late 1920s, people have been using ether peroxide and often have been seen in mouthwash. Meanwhile, in the 1940s and 50s, ether and hydrogen peroxide has been used. Now people have been using carbamide peroxide and hydrogen peroxide to bleach their teeth. So in general, how does this teeth discoloration happen? Teeth contain organic molecules in their enamel and their dentin. This molecule will reflect light and responsible for discoloration. So the more complex this molecule, the more light will reflect through it and more discoloration could be seen. Let's talk about our first agent, which is hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide, or H2O2, is a colorless liquid with a bitter taste and is pretty known for a bleaching agent. The melting point of negative 0.43 Celsius and has a boiling point of 150.2 Celsius. It also has a molar mass of 34.0147 G per mole. Our second ingredient, which is carbamide peroxide. Carbamide peroxide, or CH6N2O3, and has a molecular mass of 94.07 G per mole. Its melting point is 167 to 185 Fahrenheit. It's an agent composed by urea and hydrogen peroxide, used as a disinfectant agent for teeth whitening. Moving on, we will talk about how does this chemical work. This chemical works by having a spontaneous redox reaction and also steals the electron that hold the atoms together, which in turn causes the staining molecules to fall apart. So in the teeth whitening industry, there have been pretty backlash to it because there are some studies that showed there are so many risks that would happen with your teeth when using these chemicals, because these chemicals have pretty strong bleaching. So in the journal Canadian Dental Association, page 421 until 426, under the topic the pH tooth whitening products, has said some bleaching products have a pH low as 4.0, the other have pH of 7.5. Greater the peroxide concentration, the more acidic the pH will be. And it is being seen that in an extended period of time, it may cause adverse side effects, cause enamel demineralization, and root resorption has been reported. It also will cause enamel erosion. So in the Journal of Endodontics, Volume 14, Issue 2, in 1988, page 69 to 74, the effect of concentrated hydrogen peroxide on the surface morphology of human tooth enamel, say exposure to concentrated hydrogen peroxide solution produce a precipitate in the enamel, and said that the enamel of the teeth can appear more porous than the one that have been used as controls. There have also been numerous studies that show that some of the risks of tooth whitening to the enamel of the teeth, it can cause the damage to organic matrix in the tooth, especially in the dentin. The dentin is a material that lies literally underneath the enamel of the teeth. It can also contribute to the changes in the tooth surface and increase tooth sensitivity. It also has been shown a structural damage of enamel surface. For the conclusion, tooth whitening is a chemical reaction which is the redox reaction between the discoloration with the chemicals such as hydrogen peroxide or the carbamide peroxide. There are risks with the tooth whitening because the chemicals can have a really low pH that really not stable to the teeth. So that is all for me from today's video, so thank you so much for watching and have a great day.